The VIP who tried to bribe me for confidential records, so I let him pay for his own humiliation. I work in the admin department of a high-profile private hospital. You know, the kind of place where wealthy CEOs, celebrities, and politicians come in for treatment when they don't want to deal with the common waiting lists. My job is mostly paperwork, patient intake, and making sure confidential information stays locked down tighter than Fort Knox. And then there was Mr. Keller. Keller was the kind of guy you recognized instantly. Not because he was famous, but because he acted like he was. Old money, slicked back hair, suit that probably cost more than my rent for a year, and this permanent smirk that screamed, "I get whatever I want." One afternoon, he came in asking for his routine checkup results. Easy enough, except he didn't just want his. He leaned across my desk and said in this oily voice, "I'll need a copy of my wife's file too. Don't worry, she won't mind." Big red flag. I explained politely that even spouses don't get access without written consent. HIPAA laws are ironclad. He waved me off like I was some waitress forgetting his drink order and whispered, "Come on, sweetheart, everything has a price. What's yours?" Yeah, he tried to bribe me right there in front of a waiting room full of people. Slid a thick envelope across my desk like we were in some mafia movie. Now, policy says I should have refused, documented it, and sent him packing. But Keller was arrogant enough to think money bought him everything. And that's when I realized I could use policy as a weapon. So I smiled and said, "Sir, you'll need to fill out a special request form, and there's a processing fee." His eyes lit up. God, I gave him the longest, most bureaucratic form we had. The kind nobody actually reads. He signed it without blinking. The processing fee. Let's just say we have a VIP surcharge for expedited requests. He slapped down his black card without hesitation, because to him, time was money, and rules were for peasants. What Keller didn't realize, that form was a training document. It didn't authorize anything. All it did was initiate a compliance review. Translation, by signing it, he basically filed an official report against himself. The fallout was glorious. The compliance officer called him the next day asking why he attempted to access restricted files. He tried to spin it, saying I misunderstood him, but when they asked why he paid thousands in processing fees for a request that didn't exist, his story fell apart. The kicker, his wife found out because part of the compliance review involved confirming whether she had actually authorized the request. Spoiler, she had. Imagine her reaction when the hospital called her directly to ask if she knew her husband was trying to sneak into her medical records. Let's just say Keller didn't show his smug face at our clinic again. Rumor has it his wife filed for divorce shortly after and dragged his name through the dirt in court. So did I break any rules? Nope, I followed policy exactly. Keller tried to buy secrets, but all he bought was his own humiliation with interest.